as the music fades in. Hello, and welcome back to Lich, Please. Where last we left off, Brae, your eyes were kind of flying over this well.
Yeah, lounging in her childhood bedroom, Ornessa, sound asleep beside her, reading Auntie Valencia's will.
Now, I may post the will at some point somewhere, but since we're operating on a no on-screen reading of the will basis, what are your thoughts on this thing?
As she's reading the will, her brow starts to furrow, and then it turns into a frown as she continues reading. But slowly, just her right eyebrow starts to creep up as she's reading all of the implications that are buried within this will. And a mix of excitement and terror rushes through her as she's trying to figure out what her aunt wants with all of this. But there's one phrase, really, that catches her attention, that keeps drawing her back. My sole heir. And she's pondering on the implications of that. If the only thing she got in the will was a box containing this other letter and 2,000 gold, what could it mean to be the sole heir of a dead woman with no ties to the family? And as she's reading the fail-safes built within Cerelia's quarters, a coldness, something she'd been pushing down, she lets bubble up. That darkness that took hold in the Amber Temple when she was in Barovia starts to, instead of letting it kind of simmer and fizzle, kind of push it deep down, she lets it start to bubble up to the surface.
Okay. Uh-oh. Yeah, so as you're going over this, kind of mulling everything over, and as this coldness starts to kind of simmer, Ornessa's kind of like quietly, like softly breathing behind you. There is like a little like shifting of the covers as she goes to bed. She kind of like, it's not subtle, is transformed into the figure of that tiefling you saw earlier this night. Or a tiefling, the incubus. Just kind of like sleeping, just throwing it away.
Ornessa, change back.
Okay. That kind of rolls over.
I'm assuming so it might take maybe like an hour to read through the will.
Sure.
Like a short rest to read through it, mull it over.
Yeah.
And then she'll wake up Ornessa fully.
Oh, Brae, hi.
I think we need to go get Igmaril. Would you mind?
Kind of like yawns. Okay. It's like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay, she kind of the wings out and kind of like stumbles out of bed, and as she kind of like falls forward, there's a little as a minute goes by.
While she's gone, I'm gonna cast sending to the incubus. I hope you are close. I may have an opportunity for you.
I'm always fairly close. Where can I find you? I hope it's not on that ship.
I'll cast it again. Stay close to the fleet. I may contact you later if I am in need of your services.
Of course. I'll make myself comfortable. As there's a It wouldn't be a click open, it would be a knock.
Come.
As Igmarel kind of like walks in, hand kind of like on her hilt a little bit. Like, what is this?
Come, close the door.
She kind of closes in. There's a little as Ornessa's kind of like flying in the corner of the room here. She kind of like lightly touches down. Brae, what's happening?
I think that they were not fully truthful in the reading of Valencia's will. I think they left something out.
What do you mean?
You guys just see a look in Brae's eyes. Igmarel one you probably haven't seen before. Maybe have caught glimpses here and there. When she was dealing with the people of the temple, or with Phaeolit, or most recently feeding her phylactery. Ornessa probably... Oh, she wasn't with her in that portion of the Amber Temple, so Ornessa probably neither. Just maybe catching glimpses of that. Cold fire. Like a wickedness bubbling to the surface.
As Ornessa's kind of like curious almost, like what's going on here? Igmarel will return a look that you've not seen from her before. One of just profound interest. She is a creature of conquest and has been since even before her fall. So to see this look in your eyes, it's something exciting. Sort of, you think there's been a betrayal?
I don't know. But the letter Valencia left me, there's something that they left out of the reading. I know it. And they're going through a lot of trouble, doing this as quickly as they can. And there have been too many lies and half-truths for anything really they're saying to hold any weight. And it seems the only people I can truly trust are right here with me. So, I will then tell them about all of the fail-safes in the will.
Okay.
The options. I don't wish to rule the fleet. I have spent the last couple of years, I guess, trying to get away and keep getting pulled back. This is not somewhere I would like to stay permanently, but a bigger ship might be lovely, and some spending money for us to do as we please would be nice. Do you think?
I think whatever brings you joy would bring much the same to myself. She kind of like looks over at Ornessa, who's like, oh yes. Oh, I mean, I think like, I mean, the only way you're gonna get the ship is to take it. And Sorelli, it does seem pretty nice. And it's weird, you can kind of see this hesitation. This is Ornessa, who up until now has life is food. Kind of like thinking things over. It's weird to see her with this much kind of pause.
Yeah. Hesitating, are we? Valencia?
Well,
not Valencia. Ornessa?
She's Valencia's sister. And I don't know.
And she's stopping us from living to our full potential.
She kind of like bites her lip like in thought. Just kind of, Well, Brae, if you want, like, I'll eat anybody.
Glad to hear it. As I said, the only people I can trust are in this room. Some people need religion, gods. Not me. The only person I can truly rely on is myself. So, I am renouncing all gods. I renounce Lyra, everyone but me. They shall have no power over me, no influence over my life. I make my own rules, and we live how we please. So it's time to claim what's mine. Valencia says I'm to inherit the Summerwell. Well, everything. her sole inheritor. It keeps bringing me back, and it's just the matter of Sorelia. This sweet little Sorelia. But these countermeasures, well, like you said, you'll eat anybody, and we just have to make sure her soul's taken care of. So, she can't come back. I'll give Ornessa a little smile.
She gets like visible shivers, like, oh. One moment, and she takes out her little infernal Bible of Lyra, and just starts like dragging her claws through it,
Ooh,
like tearing it up.
Nice.
Sort of, are you gonna write a book like this?
Maybe one day,
Okay.
one will be written of me. As an aside,
Yes.
it's so Lyra can never use her pool on Brae again.
Yes.
Or force her to do anything
Yep.
she does not wish.
Mhm.
She knows about that. So here's the plan, and it's gotta happen fast, before Sorelia can claim her kids as heirs. I don't know how long that process takes, but I'm not about to risk losing it. So, first things first, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on
Igmarel?
until she is full health. So,
Oh.
8,
Alright, 8 taken.
10,
So 18.
13,
13, so we're at 23?
I have no idea.
Yeah, 23. Because 10 and then... Oh, sorry, 18 and then 13. So 21. 31.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what's next?
8.
8?
Mhm.
She's almost full. She's at 39.
And 11.
That'll do it.
Nice. Ornessa, are you in need of any?
Yeah, I don't feel very good.
13?
13.
12?
12, so she's at 20.
Ooh, 14.
14, so she's at 39.
Hello. Good rolls. 7.
7 will do it.
Nice. And then I'm gonna heal myself up. That's 12. And that'll do it. Sweet. 2 more. Now that that's taken care of, here's the plan.
Yeah.
We're gonna sneak onto the Glorious. Hopefully our little Lady Summerwell and her husband will be asleep, so we can sneak into their room. Igmarel, I need you to take any guards out that are necessary. Very quietly, of course. We don't want to alert anyone to our presence. And then when we get to their room, you get to work on Sorelia, while Ornessa and I ensure the husband doesn't alert anyone. And once we get there, I'll let you know the rest of the plan.
Igmarel sort of, to confirm, this is not you don't want to have a conversation with Sorelia. This is going to be swift.
Yes.
Anything with the body?
You leave that to me.
Of course.
So, I just have one question for a consultation, if you will.
Yes.
Oh, where's the... Give me a second, I gotta open another app. Kerson, Rand, the incubus we met. Do you think he could be of any use?
That depends on the use you're looking for. It seems we don't have a lot of trustworthy friends. Bringing him along doesn't make us one.
True.
But if you have a way to put him to work, I don't see why. Kind of like looks, Ornessa's giving her like the dirtiest stare.
I was asking both of them, like...
Yeah. Oh, Ornessa says nothing, but she's just staring at Igmarel.
I think he's here if we need him. Well, are you ready?
I'm ready, Brae.
Lovely. I'm going to stuff the bed with pillows to make it look like he's still lying there.
Or sort of, Brae, do you want us to get the other two as well? If we leave them here, maybe they won't be able to come with us?
Well, we're not taking the ship.
No?
No.
What are we doing? Or is that coming later?
That's coming later.
Okay.
If we take the ship, they'll come after it. If we take the ship by force, they'll come after it. If my suspicions are correct and it's mine by inheritance, then we'll get our ship. If not, well, then we have another mission, don't we?
Oh, I hope we have another mission. This sounds fun.
With that, I will cast fourth level invisibility on the three of us.
Sure.
And make sure my imp is with me. And then, or I guess, bring my imp into the pocket dimension.
Sure.
And we will head out.
Yeah. You exit onto the top deck of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
At which point, Igmar will kind of like lift you up like Princess Carrie.
Nice.
And we'll like launch straight up.
As we're flying,
Yeah.
can I survey the deck? Are the guards still watching over the stuff? Like, what does it look like? What does the deck look like?
There are still a line of guards kind of like patrolling this area.
Mm-hmm.
All of them Summerwell guards.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much all former servants of Valencia.
Mm-hmm.
The captain of the guard is there as well. Yes, Raslin. Just sort of patrolling. There are like a whole bunch of like little knickknacks and stuff, because there's the wardrobes, there's all the furniture, there's a whole bunch of little like arcane things that you can see, kind of like people are kind of sorting through them, some of the guards.
Yeah.
The deck of the ship itself is all dark, but there are a few little like lantern lights, guards just on top of the Glorious.
Like normal amount?
Less than normal.
Less than normal.
Yeah. Cool. Most of them are out on the deck right now, but yeah.
Cool. With that, we will sneak in. I'm assuming, having been on the Glorious many, many times, I can navigate to Sorelia's quarters.
Yes. Yeah. It is worth noting, Sorelia has new quarters now because she's married to someone from a different family. But tonight you would find her in her quarters.
Just her? Or her and her husband?
I'll roll.
Okay.
It's a fortune check.
Fortune favors the bold!
Hang on. I'll roll a d4. Evens, they're together.
Oh, come on.
As you kind of like swoop in, I'll get you to make a stealth check with advantage.
Hello. That's an 18 plus 19.
Oh, sorry. Igmar rolls with disadvantage.
Guidance?
So it cancels
No,
out.
I'm not good. Once are we in the room or we're sneaking down?
Sorry, what was your roll?
19.
19. Ornessa is an 18.
And
so
hers
you
is,
are...
Igmar's just flat, right? Because she has disadvantage, but we're invisible?
Yes, so
Yeah.
her first roll was a 4, but you and Ornessa have a high enough stealth to beat the passive. So you're able to kind of like touch down.
I love that roll. Bonk!
Yeah. Shh. Oh, okay, that calms it down. As you're able to sneak through, there's not a lot of guards below decks, maybe like 1 or 2. As you kind of peek the door to Sorelia's chambers. Inside, Sorelia is asleep, but not in her bed. She's kind of like, there's a cushioned chair with a stool pulled out, and Sorelia was sitting on it and is leaned over onto the lap of her maid, Uventa, the Medusa here, who just kind of has her head bowed and is just kind of like combing Sorelia's hair as she sleeps. She cannot see you just yet. Well, she has a thing over her eyes.
Yeah.
And your stealth check beats her passive.
beats her passive. Well, this throws a little wrench. Casting a spell breaks invisibility.
Yeah.
Can I still concentrate on invisibility so that they stay invisible?
Yes. So if your invisibility breaks, it's just on you. As long as you're not concentrating on a new thing that would break that.
Yeah. Cool. Good to know. Just making sure.
Yep.
Alrighty. Lasts until that target attacks or casts a spell. Beautiful. I am going to guide Igmeril in. And I can't see her.
No.
But she's carrying me, so I'm going to guide her in by her arm.
Yep.
And like point it at Sorelia, shake it back and forth like a no, and then point it to Uventa.
Yeah.
And then draw a little X on her arm. And slice her my finger across her throat.
Across Igmeril's?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, don't go for Sorelia. Go for her, but don't kill her. I'll go like, put her hand on her sword and go whack, whack, and then the X, and then slice.
Make me a... I would say like a charisma sleight of hand check. It's a persuasion, but it's a
20. Wait, so what do I add?
Are you proficient in sleight of hand?
No.
Then just your charisma.
24.
Okay, yeah, she's fine. She will very faintly
I would like to cast haste on Igmeril. So that'll drop invisibility. Cast haste.
She'll set you down first.
I thought we were down walking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like when we got onto the deck and walked in.
Guiding her as in, I see.
Yeah.
The second you cast this, she has already launched upon Uventa.
And I'll say, close the door to Ornessa.
She just kind of like kicks her foot back and closes it.
Lovely.
As Ornessa will make...
Igmeril
will make 4 attacks. There's a chance one of them misses. Nope. The lowest she rolled a tide.
Nice.
That is going to be... I'll roll it all out. She has 2 hands on this. It's 4d10 plus 24 plus 4 times plus 12d8. 12d8 plus 24. That is going to be 70 plus 24 is 94 damage.
Yeah.
Does not kill. As there's a flurry of just... as she like grabs and like pommels the sword in like... as Uventa...
Do we roll initiative? Or does she get a turn?
So technically, it's not a I would say it's a surprise because she was uncertain before. Roll initiative.
Base of 14, so 15.
I mean, this is going to be over real quick. It goes you, Ornessa, Uventa, Igmeril.
Okay.
So you're up.
I'm going to...
You're hidden from her, so she can't, like, see what's happening. This is all happening very quickly, though. Like, Sorelia is, like, starting to wake up. Probably would be awake.
Probably would be awake at the drop.
Yeah.
I just want to see what my... No. Wherefore Why can't I find you? There you are. Okay. I'm going to cast Quicken Spell.
Yep.
No, I'm not quickening the spell. Sorry, I'm going to twin spell. No, I'm not. Why would I do that? I'm going to cast Command at 2nd level. And Halt on both of them.
On Cerelia
And Uventa.
Cool. Uventa will go first. Wisdom save. It's going to be an unnatural 10.
Nice.
And Cerelia with an 18.
Ties.
Okay.
Wow. So Uventa has no turn.
Yep.
I'm gonna cast
Quickening?
Debating. Debating, quickening. I'll just say to Ornessa, I'll point to Cerelia, hold her.
Okay.
And don't look at that one.
This is all happening so quickly. Uventa's like got like blood dripping down the side of her face.
Yeah.
Still has the
bandage
patch on. Her whole head is hissing underneath this covering. Kind of like gasping for air. She's kind of like winded. Igmaral has not blinked, and Ornessa, I believe, goes right after you. So she's gonna like lightly skip over, and will. You did say hold.
Yeah.
So she will not charm.
No, hold.
She will use her tail attack.
To grapple?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she will, as it and leaves a little heart mark on the side of Cerelia's very frightened face. She just kind of like falls back, kind of like stretching, gives a big yawn. All right, I did my job. Igmaral. As it goes to Uventa's turn. She is halted.
Yeah.
Has 4 more attacks. 1 misses, 1 hits. 2 hits.
Non-lethal, please.
3 hits. What is that? 3 hits.
She missed one?
She did miss
Unacceptable.
one. Reroll. 47 plus 24 is 73, 71?
47.
Plus...
Yeah.
So not 24. 47 plus 18.
Oh, 7s and 8s are the worst in my brain to do
math. It's a
math.
5, and then it's...
47 plus 78?
47 plus 18.
47 plus 18, 65.
65. That will... Yeah, that 100%. That's like half her health again.
Nice.
As 2 of the most like brutal hits, and then she kind of like holds back on the last one and poof, knocks her out.
I'm sorry.
Did not even have time to really speak. She's out. I've rolled the number of hours.
Nice.
As Cerelia starts to talk, and this as a tail kind of blocks her mouth. She's got like frightened.
Are we still in initiative order? Can we interact?
You can interact.
Okay. I'll like grab Ornessa's tail and pull it out of her mouth. Still wrapped around.
Yeah. Brae, what's happening?
Hello, Cerelia. I'm so sorry about your sister. You know, there's not many people who understood her like I do, and no one who understood me like she did. But I have a very important question for you, Cerelia, and it would be in your best interest to tell me the truth.
What is it?
What was left out of the will?
What was left out? I didn't read the will. It was Jeremy. Do you think something was changed?
I do. I think this should be mine.
Brae, I truly don't know what to tell you. This is a Summerwell ship. It's not even Valencia's ready to give. It belonged to my mother. It would have gone to Honoria. But it passed down and...
If Valencia had a daughter, who would it have gone to?
Well, if the daughter was of age, it would have gone to her.
Excellent. I truly am sorry for this, but lines of succession and whatnot. I'm sorry. And I'll give a nod to Igmaril.
Yep. Igmaril will just kind of like calmly walk up.
I apologize that Aramis left something out, but you're going to a better place than this.
Sort of, as like through the ribs, kind of out the back.
Yeah.
One swift, as pulls the blade out.
Beautiful.
Ornessa sort of like, Ig, you almost cut my tail. Kind of like the tail kind of like unspools, and Surly's body drops.
Mm-hmm. Well, Igmaril, this may be a little unsavory, but I'm going to need you to cut out her tongue.
If you say so.
Bodies without tongues can't speak by magical means or otherwise.
Are you requiring me to use a knife to do this? She's got like a big gauntleted hand.
No.
I'll just like place it down on the ground here.
Well, I think we should talk to that one quickly. Can I mean, she's not dying, but I'll cast Spare the Dying.
Sure.
Give her a cure wounds for... before I do that, I'm going to use... the interdimensional shackles. Mm-hmm. Would I know how they open and close?
Yes. Yeah, you can apply them.
Okay. And I'll put them on her, behind her back.
On Uventa?
Yeah.
Sure.
So that she can't do anything up top. And I would like to fully secure her bandage around her eyes. Mm-hmm. And let's just tie this hand towel I have in my inventory around her as well, just to be on the safe side around her eyes.
She has the shackles applied.
Yeah.
And you are casting Cure Wounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh, yes. Oh, that's a saucy little 12 points of healing.
Yeah, she kind of like starts to like breathe more regularly.
Venta.
Brae, my lady.
I'm so sorry for what's happening.
What happened?
How loyal are you to the Summerwells?
I've been loyal to the Summerwells for several generations.
How loyal would you be to me?
Brae, what's happened?
I just need you to answer the question.
Sort of like pauses, kind of like thinking things over. If there were some changing of leadership and I were to be assigned to you, I would serve with my life.
And if you were not assigned to me?
I must be loyal to the Summerwells as long as I can. If I am able, I will serve them faithfully. But what has happened?
Just one moment. Igmaril, make sure she doesn't move or take off the bandages.
Brae, my hands are... I'm restrained.
I'm sorry, I couldn't risk anything. See, the problem we have now, Venta, is you know we were here. My Wi-Fi just cut out. You know we were here. And should we let you go, and you're still loyal to the Summerwells, what would happen?
Brae, I have no idea what's happening here. I've been attacked.
Mm-hmm.
And it's seeming more and more likely that you were the cause of this. And no one in the Summerwell house has ever given you any ill will. They've never harbored any ill intentions towards you.
I know, it's such a shame that it has to go down this way.
What does?
Oh, I don't want to kill Uventa, but she's loyal to the Summerwells. You deserve better. And I'll nod to Igmaril.
Yeah, and Igmaril will cross the neck.
Yeah.
Do I need to roll? Yes. This is the first time. That's the second time.
Oh, okay.
Just to the ground.
I'll like stick out my tongue, point to it. What's going to happen now is I'm going to cast invisibility on you two. You are going to need to go back to the Ivory Justice and go to your rooms. Or Nessa, I need you to look like me. You are my alibi.
That's my favorite thing to look like.
You can't teleport there. Or they can't teleport technically because they have the password.
Yeah.
But I don't know if teleporting off of this ship would trigger it. So don't teleport there. Sneak up and fly. You turn into me and pretend to be asleep. Let me know as soon as you're there.
Yeah, I will.
Go as quickly as you can. Once I hear from you, you may hear a boom. But just ignore it. If I don't contact you within 5 minutes, hopefully there aren't any hiccups. There's a door on the ship that leads to a house in Verstool. Go and lay low in the city, and I'll come find you when I can. And I'll tell them all the passwords to get through the fail-safes in the
through
house.
Lyra's systems.
Yep. So I'll tell them all the passwords to get through. Grab the girls.
Okay.
And go.
That's in 5 minutes.
Well, if you don't hear
After
from
the
me.
boom.
After the boom.
Okay.
If you don't hear from me. Maybe make it 10.
Okay. She starts to kind of like head out. Igmarel's still here, sort of. And what would you have me do?
Go to your room.
And that's all.
Wait. Pretend to be asleep. Or Nessa will alert you. Oh, sorry. Oh, shoot. I messed up my plan. Well, we have a little issue now. I wasn't supposed to kill Cerelia.
Whoops.
Yeah, whoops. That was like the whole point of the plan. Daniel, why don't you remind me? Just kidding. I didn't tell you the plan.
Yeah.
Well, this changes things.
Igmarel sort of gives you a concerned look.
They still have their souls. They can be brought back. Is no one... Have I teleported onto ships before?
Yes.
Like, onto the glorious...
Yeah, you're a member of the Silk Fleet, so their
Okay.
failsafe doesn't kick in for you.
Just me?
Would be just you. Would not be Igmarel.
Okay.
Actually, Igmar would, because she's part of the fleet too.
Igmar, but not Ornessa and not the other. Yes for Miria, no for Glimmer.
Yes, Glimmer and Ornessa are outsiders.
Oh well, there's the hiccup I was talking about. I had the whole plan and it was so good. And I forgot that one step.
Uh-oh. I'll chalk this up to Brae's ambitions.
Yeah. I had too long of a paragraph that I didn't read through. Well then. I'm going to my whole plan is done because Cerelia is going to be brought back.
I spent so long thinking of failsafes for your plan. I didn't think it would undo itself.
I did. I have so many things that to do after this. Well. We are going to go. I tell them to go.
Sure. Ornessa's already left.
Yeah.
Igmar will kind of give you a nod.
I'll cast invisibility.
Oh, yes, on all three.
Yeah.
Yeah, as she's leaving.
Yeah.
And they both head out.
Mm-hmm. I'll make sure it's on myself as well, just in case.
Sure.
And I'll wait and ponder how I could have screwed this up so royally. And I will not activate the failsafe.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait for Ornessa's word.
Sure. She'll send you the little link and say, "Okay, I'm in bed now."
Okay. I'm going to drop invisibility to cast Disguise Self.
Mm-hmm.
And make myself look like one of the guards.
Sure.
Just a Summerwell guard. Maybe one that I've seen before but didn't see out tonight.
It's Miria's garb, but with a more of a plain face.
Yeah. And then I'm going to recast invisibility on myself.
Sure. Burning through those spell slots today.
Yeah. There would have been more. And I will utter. Now I'm gonna utter. I'll have to find it. Sorry, fam. That's the one thing I didn't put in my notes was the word. Follow link. I will. As I'm leaving the room, I will speak the word bright in Celestial.
Okay.
And boogie woogie woogie on out of there. Run.
60 seconds pass.
Yeah.
And there is an eruption.
How long does it take to get off the ship?
Little under a minute. So
a little under a minute?
If you're walking, yeah. So, if you're briskly walking, then...
No, I'm invisible.
Yes.
So I'm running.
Yes.
How long would it take me to get off the ship?
Like 30 seconds. Not even.
Cool. All of the guards that are on the deck.
Yeah.
I want to kind of go behind one of the, just a bunch of the stuff, kind of like just off the deck and behind a bunch of the stuff. And I'm going to use mass suggestion. Scroll. Pull it out.
Yep.
And to up to 12 of these guards on the deck, start a riot in the name of the Chroma Conclave, right?
The Sons of Chroma.
Sons of Chroma? Ah, that's Vox Machina. Or was that that was the only group that was there? What was the other one?
That was the only one that you're aware of.
That was the only one, yeah.
Start a riot in their name.
And keep on going until you are stopped. By force. Or, yeah, I'll say, riot in the name of the Sons of Chroma. Take everything you can from this ship and run.
Okay. Now, I do want to bring up the suggestion description here. Wording the suggestion in a manner to make the action sound reasonable. However, suggestion the spell gives an example of an extremely non-reasonable thing.
Is it start a riot?
Which is, you might suggest that a knight give her warhorse to the first beggar she meets. Which is something that's like, you can't say no harm and then give an example that causes a lot of financial harm to this knight. So I would say, yeah, it's valid to do something like this. Because it's not immediately getting them killed, it's just causing a lot of chaos.
Yeah, I just want chaos. At which point I will cast invisibility again and dimension door.
What's your save DC?
18.
10 of the 12 will fail here.
Sweet.
And then you watch as some of these guards begin to do some things.
I will cast 500 feet. How far is it to my bedroom? From where I'm standing? Are the ships close?
Oh, probably 300 feet.
Cool. So, it can be a place you can see, one you can visualize, or one you can describe by stating distance and direction. I will visualize my bedroom and cast Dimension Door.
Yeah, you poof there. As you poof out, the riot is already starting to pick up around. It's just a few of these guards, but they're calling out the Sons of Chroma, and they're breaking things and throwing a torch onto the deck of the ship.
Yeah.
As you door walk through, on the other side you see yourself in one of your pretty dresses,
sleeping in a pretty dress.
not asleep, held up at sword point.
Oh.
By your father.
Oh.
As Anethius.
I'm not Brae right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has her at sword point. Sort of, enough of your tricks. Where is my daughter?
Your daughter has been taken by the Sons of Chroma.
You're not invisible anymore.
No, but I look.
You step in as.
I look like
a guard of.
A guard of.
Sort of turns to you, who have just dimension doored onto a ship, which means you have some sort of permission. I'll say it again. Enough trickery. Kind of looks to Ornessa. Non-Brae. Your game is up.
I'll drop. Disguise self.
Turns. Brae.
Hi.
What happened?
There was a riot on the ship and I was just trying to get away.
That's not what Sorelia told us.
Oh?
Sort of sticks the kind of hands on top of the sword. Outside you can hear a commotion. People being dragged around. You can hear Glimmer calling out frightened. As several guards are going back and forth.
Yeah.
You might not know this. The man who killed Valencia spent a great deal of time destroying all of her clones. He didn't destroy all of her family's clones. The first thing Sorelia did when she awoke is contact your mother.
Freaking needed to take that soul!
Are you talking about riots?
There was one on the ship.
Make a deception check.
Deception, you say? The crit 30.
30. Sort of. You will stay here until we get this sorted out. Stop having this one take your face.
Isn't she beautiful? You took my friends.
We're holding them until we know what's going on here.
Can you hold them here?
Persuasion check.
Oh, 25.
He crit, he couldn't beat it. He thinks about it for a sec.
Proficiency!
His sword blade is this kind of like dull gold that matches like one of your bedposts.
Yeah.
As he like touches the tip to the post and like shoves his hand into it, the sword collapses into your bedpost and is gone. As he kind of like turns and like walks off. You can hear some orders being barked, and then Miria and Glimmer are kind of like ushered in and sat down by one of these little plant monsters. Kind of. As a few minutes later, Igmarel, blade in hand, kind of like walks over to you. She's got like bits of like tree all caught in her armor. She's been swinging.
I might have forgot the most important part of this whole thing.
As they kind of like shut the door. What do you mean?
She was supposed to eat their souls, then none of this would have happened.
Vanessa's like, Brae, that's why I always tell you that you have to let me eat more people.
I forgot. I was just getting excited. I wanted the ship and the money, and now I don't know what to do.
Vanessa kind of like goes over and kind of like puts an arm around you. It's okay to get excited, Brae. It happens to me a lot.
Ew.
About other things, as Igmarel sort of...
I'll turn to Glimmer and Miria.
They're like very confused.
Apologies. So here's the thing. And I'll tell them about the will, my suspicions, what was supposed to happen, what's happening now. And that I understand if you want to leave, because you had no part in this, but should you stay, you'll have my loyalty.
Both of them are extremely conflicted. Glimmer because you're killing people, ? Miria because she's loyal to the Summerwells. She was assigned to you and she was loyal to you while she served, but this is like the definitive like what is it, conflict of interest.
Yeah.
Where without Valencia she would be loyal to Australia. She sort of
I'm so freaking mad at myself. It was such a good plan until I forgot. The thing that I started with this whole plan.
Yeah.
Is what I forgot.
As Glimmer is sort of like pondering this, sort of, I have no loyalties to this fleet, as these others, some do.
Of course.
I owe you my life. No one else here.
I feel like I won't be welcome in the fleet after this, so.
Well, whatever happens, I will stand next to you.
We will find your husband.
Miria?
I'll say this, Miria. I can offer you more than a small role in this fleet. Loyalty, power, whatever you want, we can make it yours if we stick together.
Make me a persuasion check.
22.
22. She's thinking about it. Brae, you didn't hurt Rosalind, did you?
I didn't touch Rosalind.
Okay.
Why?
I quite fancy him.
Oh, do you?
But
Good to know.
I've never... Fear. I've never had much in the way of ambitions on this fleet. I was gifted a great blessing in my position.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like gestures to like the purple like, kind of stripe on her uniform.
Mm-hmm.
This is... To be an officer of such low birth as I am is unprecedented.
How did you become an officer?
I was elevated through the ranks as from the school I was in, a school for orphans as myself, mind you, but I believe they saw something in me.
Orphan? Who were your parents? Do you know them?
No, the Silk Fleet is known for taking in orphans from villages and the like.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond that, I
Interesting.
I should not say.
Interesting.
I was told I'm from some nameless town in the south. Dragon country, they said. Many fiends are from there, but in any case, I suppose there's not much you can offer me that I want.
What do you want?
A warm bed, some consistent meals. I have no ambitions. I just...
How about fun, adventure, loyalty, friends?
Brae. As far as loyalty is concerned, I don't mean to deceive you, but is mine not in question for this badge? I feel wrong if I turn on one family for another. If anything happens and they question me, I would gladly testify in your favor. I don't fully understand the events of tonight, and I won't pretend to if I'm questioned about it. Valencia loved you like a daughter from the sound of it. And you deserve whatever you believe is yours. It's a hunger I don't quite get, but listen. I was appointed to steward your airship. And unless I'm called back, if you need someone to fly the opulence, I can do that for you. But I can't pretend there's not a conflict of interest here. Igmarel still has her sword. She just kind of has her hand like resting on it. Kind of gives you like a glance. I'm sorry. She kind of like sits back. Like, kind of like very small.
So you're loyal to the Summerwells?
They are the ones who pay me. I was loyal to both of you.
Yes.
And I'm not disloyal to you.
Until my mother essentially killed Valencia.
I don't know anything about that.
It was this... Well, it was Marco. It said it on the will, right?
Yes, so etched in at the bottom of the will in a different font.
It's Marco. Yeah. It was Marco, but in refusing to bring her back, my mother secured that end.
Forgive me for saying this, and she kind of like gives like Ornessa a nervous look. As far as she knows, Ornessa's still a priest of Lyra.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any loyalty to your mother either. It's just...
But you were to Valencia, and if I am essentially her daughter, would you not be loyal to me? I am
Yes,
not
but-
her daughter in name only.
What is my loyalty worth? I don't understand. I'll go with you if you wish. I just...
If they call you back, I want to know you won't go. That's what it's worth.
Like, stares down, like, really thinking about it.
I have plans. And I'd hope you'd join me for them. It'll be oh so much fun.
Look at you make one more persuasion check.
Come on, persuasion. 24.
24. She kind of like looks up at you, kind of like concerned and fearful. Pondering it for a little bit, eyes kind of darting around, and then at last she kind of like calms herself and reaches a decision. Goes from that slouch to that like more proper posture.
Aye, aye, Captain.
I suppose I could switch my loyalties. It is clear that the former lady of my airship saw something in you worth preserving, and you've given me full evidence to believe that I have no real reason to stay. Yes, when do we depart?
I'll turn to Ornessa. You've denounced Lyra, correct?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Beautiful, so she can't track you by that way. I think you'll all need to flee. So,
Can I share looks?
I can deal with the fallback here. And we're gonna burn through some more spell slots.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
As long as you're counting them, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm keeping
Looking
track.
back, yeah.
I'm going to... Can I open my bedroom door?
Behind which there are two angels standing, arms folded. They look to be of a class higher than what Igmaril was. Both like kind of staring down at you. You have been ordered to remain in your room.
I can remain here, but can we have some food, please?
Kind of like look at each other. Good persuasion check with disadvantage.
18.
18? No.
Like, not even like an apple. You can get one of the plants to get it.
You are to eat when ordered.
You eat when ordered. I'll close the door. I'm going to cast Dimension Door to pop out right in front of where the door to Verstool is.
Sure. You can bring one willing creature with you.
I'm gonna bring... no, before I do that,
Yep.
I'm going to... So here's what you guys are gonna do.
They all kind of lean in.
I'm gonna whisper, but for the sake of the microphone, not whisper.
Yes.
So, a couple decks down is a door that leads to a house in Verstool. You are going to go through that door using these passwords. Give them the passwords.
Yeah.
And immediately, what would be the southernmost town closest to Willowville that there would be a door to?
Tyr.
You are going to take the door to Tyr. And once you're there, you are going to find a place. I would like you to go to my ship. Make your way to Willowvale, get my ship, and Ornessa, I will contact you and we can figure something out.
Okay.
I'm gonna give Ornessa 10 platinum.
Okay.
And I'm gonna give Igmaril 5 platinum and 50 gold. this is for any expenses you may have. I hope it's enough. You should be there. It shouldn't take too long to get to Willowvale. But if the ship is not there, please let me know. Glimmer, you know the area. So
I do, yes.
Please stay safe. Stay in Tier for a few days. If you make any tracks in the house, clear them before you go through the door. Make sure it closes behind you, or they'll be able to follow you and know where you went. I'll bring you down there one at a time. Ignoril will go first in case there's a guard there, but...
It is worth noting. Make me a survival or history check.
I think they're probably the same. Oh, they are not the same. Can I guidance?
You can, yeah.
Base 16, 21 for history.
As the person walks, the distance from the city of Tyr to the city of Willowvale is about 24 days. Make of that what you will.
Didn't he who sings of love have a place in Tyr? Or no?
Not in Tyr.
Not in Tyr.
In the Fairwood. However, I'll make an intelligence check. Yeah, I will. Miria will kind of like raise a hesitant hand. You're not able to cast teleportation circle, are you?
No.
Do we have any friends who might be able to? There's a circle on the ship. That's how we got here.
True. Does it go wherever we want?
No, she'll pull out her ship notes, and she has the design of this teleportation circle written on it. This will get us to our ship. That's how that little man got on.
Can you get rid of it once we're on?
I don't have much in the way of magic.
Needs to be removed by magic?
Yes, we need to dispel it.
We'll need to find someone who can do that.
Or like rip up the floorboards or something.
Oh, that can be done. Well, whereabouts on the ship does this circle reside?
Bottom deck, right in the middle.
Have I ever been to any of the decks in the Grand Shade?
Yes, you've probably been through like all the Grand Shade.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, how far is the bottom of the deck from where we are here?
Oh, I don't know. Quite a few feet, because this is like a...
Oh, 100%. But like,
yeah.
are we talking like 2 or 3 dimension doors?
Oh, like a 1-dimension door. So 500 feet is like...
Huge.
That's an instant, that's a full drop.
Oh.
Like 6 seconds of falling.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I could...
Yeah.
Awesome. Is it guarded, usually?
Our circle?
The circle in the Grand Shade.
Oh, no, she like looks at me, this is on our ship.
Yeah, but the one that's here.
Oh, we just cast, if we can cast teleportation circle, we can go to this.
Oh, but we can't cast it.
Right. Well, I don't know if there's any way to link it then without that. There's no one else here who's loyal enough to
Who is
cast
the
that.
one that zapped us here?
You stood on the thing and were zapped.
Oh. So that guy didn't cast it. But he would have had to cast it, wouldn't he?
It was cast for him to walk into.
Yeah.
And then you guys all stood in the circle, he sent and was cast back.
Oh, okay.
Well, I just think someone can get us there, like right onto the ship.
But who?
Should make a straight guidance.
Think really hard.
I can't think of anyone. I rolled a 5 and a 2. Oh.
As long as we have that, we can get on the ship, correct?
This, yes. And all we need is someone to cast the spell.
Would Brae know of the wizarding school in Verstool?
The cricket house?
Yeah.
Make me a history or arcana check.
That's going to be a history guidance.
Okay.
Oh, 15, 20. Unnatural.
Yeah, you're aware of it.
Beautiful.
You are also aware that it is sort of like, not run by, but housed a very dangerous wizard known as Percivalius.
I know Percivalius.
Like, cousin once removed.
But I've met him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you have.
Yeah. in the.
Yeah, and you know that he has teleportation stuff. So
Yeah. So it's safe to assume that someone there would also.
Yeah.
To Verstool.
Right.
I'll like describe where to go, but one by one we're gonna go. Is the door usually guarded?
The one to Brae's?
Yeah. No,
Or
the one
Lyra.
to Lyra's house in Verstool.
Only by Faerun, unless Lyra has
No, like
increased.
not in, like. Well, she wouldn't have had one in the ship because you can't really get on the ship unless you're.
So
like-
the door to...
The door in the ship too.
Yeah.
It's just usually there. She
Probably.
didn't have anyone guarding
Yeah.
usually. Cool. Yeah, one by one we'll go. And we'll go to the cricket house, which is a wizarding school?
Yeah, it's a school.
School?
It's an academy.
Someone there must have teleportation circle. Well,
Women are sort of... How will... If they're not friends there, how will we make them... She kind of like looks at Ornessa, who's just like... like a little bit. I see. How are we getting out of this room then?
magic. We'll go one at a time. I'll do I'll bring Igmro first for protection purposes, and then I'll bring Igmro, Glimmer, Miria, or Nessa.
Alright. And you're casting Dimension Door twice for each?
Yep.
Okay, and you have enough slots.
Oh, I have enough slots.
Okay, fair.
I still have a lot of slots.
Yeah. Coffee lock slots.
Let's go.
As you go one by one.
No.
Oh, jeez.
So I did mostly 4th levels.
Yeah.
I would like to. Let me just see if I have the spell prepared. I do not. Who among us looks the stealthiest?
Probably either Miria or Ornessa.
Can one of them help the other? Can they like work together and bar the door just with a chair?
Yeah, I'd say like that's how the stealth check combined works, is half of them have to beat it. So
Sure.
it'll be one or the other.
I'll guidance. I'll guidance Ornessa. Lock the door.
Okay. Lowest between them is above 20.
Nice.
Yeah.
So like quietly just like put the chair up against under the doorknob because it opens. Generally doors open in, so.
So I should say highest between them is above 20.
Okay.
But same difference for
Yeah.
this. As they pop the door up, and they'll put some other like little furniture up. As they're finishing that, and Miria's kind of like finishing the last little like shove in. Ornessa's going to your dresses and kind of like drinking something.
That's
We're not
fine.
coming back here, are we?
Probably not. Grab the red one.
No.
And the green one.
Oh. That's the one I'm not allowed to wear.
That one's mine.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast. So there's Miria, Igmaral, Miria, Glimmer, Ornessa. So I'm gonna go use 8.
Yeah.
7 spell slots
So, yeah.
to get them there. So I want to stay and see what's gonna happen. Yeah, use 7, and we're gonna go to Verstool. Use the password. Go in.
So you reach this door.
Yeah.
You will open it up, and you're in this basement with all these
Yeah,
doors
yeah, yeah.
kind of ringing here.
And I'm gonna back and forth until everyone's in this
Yes.
room.
Yeah, and in the Verstool room.
Yeah.
So yeah, in this airship is a portal to Verstool, the basement of this mansion here.
At which point I will say, Ornessa, can you go ethereal?
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast. Okay, sorry, I got regular 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna cast invisibility. 1, 2, 3. How many? There's 4 of us, right?
Yeah.
Invisibility is anything. Creature touch being invisible to spawns. Anything the target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as it's on the target's person. Cool. Miria, would you mind if I cast a spell on you?
Of course not.
What's your favorite animal? Oh, that doesn't work because they're both concentration. I'll tell them the way out of their house.
Yeah.
Upcast invisibility.
Mm-hmm.
Sneak out, and I'll join you. Tell me, or Nessa, tell me when you're all out. Maybe like hide in an alley near the house, and I'll meet you there.
Sure.
So I'll cast invisibility on them.
Yeah.
And then
They will
wait to
sneak their
hear.
way.
Yeah.
And it'll be Ornessa pinging
Yeah.
you.
I'll tell them all the passwords and stuff.
Yeah. Ornessa's sort of like, all right, everybody's out.
And then I'll drop it, cast it on myself, and I'll sneak out.
Sure. It is snowing outside here.
Burr.
I
I have a cloak from... I left Victor.
Yep.
Sorry, Victor.
Whoops. As you're now all
I was
out...
going to take him to the Crooked House, too.
You're now all in Verstool here. This is a... you're in kind of like the ritzy district of this place. Verstool is known for being kind of on a slight incline, like a hill, of which there's an elven, dwarven, human district, and a thriving Kenku quarter.
You know, there was once a really great riot here.
There were a few, if we're being honest. But right now it's snowing. You're in this vast kind of courtyard. The manor that Lyra owns is the head of like almost like a parliament building, where it's this like large government building, and this section was sectioned off to be its own kind of manor house.
Yeah.
So you have this big kind of like walkway leading up to it, all grassy trees. What are you doing?
I'm gonna cast Disguise Self on myself. Upcasting it does nothing, right? No. Just to look more not like me.
Sure.
I will pass Miria. I have a set of different clothes. They're fine clothes, but they're not like one of the fine dresses. Those I had those in separately.
Yeah.
Just fine clothes. Does she wear armor?
Doesn't look like she's wearing armor right now.
Yeah. And I'll just so you're not wearing fleet gear, if you don't mind.
Yeah. Where am I getting?
Well, can you stand in front of her?
It's winter. Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I'll warm you up after.
Igmaril will kind of like stand in an alleyway.
Can I prestidigitation a warm breeze around her?
Yeah, sure. Does disguise self and concentration on the invisibility?
Oh, I dropped invisibility once I was out. It was
then,
just to get through 5 rooms, so he didn't see us.
Yes. No sign of him as you're going up.
Nice.
Igmaril will stand in front of an alley with her back to Miria with her wings kind of because they obscure everything.
Yeah.
And Ornessa will do the same.
On the other side.
But she has no shame.
Facing it.
Yeah. As quickly Miria steps out in much finer kind of clothing.
I forgot to add all my gold. I'll leave Ornessa and Igmaril with the money I gave them.
Yeah.
Is she all done?
Yes.
To the Crooked House. And disguise self's not concentration.
No.
It's just an hour. But yeah, we'll head to the Crooked House.
Yes. You make your way downhill.
Oh, before we leave, Ornessa, can you like humanify a little bit?
Hair like blonde, kind of like curls back. Kind of just like
Perfect.
Skin pales a little bit, less rosy pink. Like, okay. I don't think anyone would recognize me in my other form.
Well, probably not recognize you, but if someone was asked, is there a pink tiefling running around?
That's true.
Or a pink... They might think you're a tiefling if they don't know what a succubus is.
She does look at, like, Miria, who's a purple tiefling.
Yeah.
Okay. And she kind of, like, prances down and then realizes that you're the only one here who knows the way.
And I'll lead the way.
Yes.
To the Crooked House.
As you're going, like, despite their best efforts, you have a very tired party with you.
Yeah, we're getting
to like
to
5-ish in the morning.
Probably exhaustion.
Yeah.
Soon.
8. Getting there. As you arrive, Cricket House is quite literally like a stack of like wooden shacks that kind of like pitches
Picture the
to
Weasley
side.
house.
Very much like the Weasley house. It's big enough that it is a school, so there are like rooms, classrooms in each going up. But each layer is, a very different building that's been kind of stacked here. You arrive, and you open up the door.
Are there people milling about?
Yes. Yes, there are. Most of them are these like clockwork contraptions. So, like they're putting books up or sorting different things. One of them is marking papers. Like
I love it.
F, B, C+, right? Like, it's just like
no A's in sight.
No, it's a tough school after they've raised Percival, renowned murderer. As you're kind of looking, it doesn't look like any humans that you can see. Most of them would be very much in bed.
Fair.
But there is... Are you trying to be stealthy?
No.
Okay, there is a little... As like a blue ooze kind of starts to drip from the ceiling over your head. Oh. Step back as it's like a ball of slime on the ground begins to bubble.
Oh.
And form up.
Hello?
As from the cracks, like more of it's starting to drip, and it pushes this like folded wizard hat through into the bubble.
This is the magic missile guy, isn't it? Oh my goodness.
Inflates into this little blue slime full of these little like bubbles.
Oh,
like
what's his name?
Carbonated.
What's your name? I forget his name.
Sort of, hello, can I help you?
Hi. We're in a little bit of trouble. Someone teleported us off of our ship and we're trying to get back. I was just...
Brae, why are you talking to the booger?
He's talking to me.
Ew. So you're trying to get where?
Was that Ornessa that said that?
Yeah.
I'll say to her, maybe don't use my name for right now.
Oh, sorry.
We have a teleportation circle on our ship. And we're just trying to get back, but it's quite far away and, well, they wouldn't teleport us back and said find your way, so we're trying to find our way.
I see. Well, we have lots of chalks and inks in here, and we could arrange for something like that.
Do you have someone who could cast it?
Do I? Well, I can try.
What's your name, good sir?
The little like carbonated bubbles begin to like accelerate. I'm Boyle.
Boyle! I love Boyle!
As he sort of...
Boyle is a beloved character from our very first ever campaign.
Well, what I can do for you is, well, it will cost money.
I hope I can compensate it adequately.
Okay, yes. If you'll follow me, so just like roll. He hits like a staircase here and starts to like push himself up.
I love it. Yeah, I'll follow.
Yes, he leads you up a few stories to this place where the house is more like visibly shifting.
As we're walking, can I just... have you cast this spell many times?
Yeah, once or twice.
Insight?
You can roll insight.
17.
17?
Insight. 17.
Can't read him. As he's thump, 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 gets to this octagon-shaped wooden room, all planks, with a large sort of like summoning circle etched in it in chalks. All right, it'll be 50 gold.
I'll give him...
That's the cost of it. Yeah, right into my person.
I'll give him 5 platinum.
Yeah. And they kind of like sink down.
That's 50 gold, right? 10s?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of, I think that's good. Oh, right. Kind of like rolls over. He doesn't have a face, so it's kind of like a ball. They kind of like sucks
I pictured
up.
the green thing from, was it Monsters vs. Aliens?
Oh,
that
yeah.
old, like, cartoon. Yeah.
Bob.
Bob.
He will roll over to these like this row of magic wands and will kind of like suck one into his mask. It's kind of like poking out.
Oh my gosh, I love
crooked
it.
from the hat. He kind of like rolls over and says, "This will take a minute." He starts to tap and draw this circle. Also, do you have the glyphs for the circle?
Miria?
If you could just put it in the middle.
I'll put it in the middle.
Yep. Okay, and he starts to like roll around, tapping.
Does it look like he's doing it to scale? To
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
There's no actual somatic thing here, but he's just kind of like drawing the circle out, speaking a whole bunch of weird magic words. At the end of 1 minute, he will flip the wand up with the little sigil on it and kind of like hold it out to Miria. There you are. Miria will kind of take it, keep it on her, as the runes begin to glow. Alright, I think it's all good.
Think?
Well, I don't know where this is going to take you.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to hop in
You
there.
did it the best of your...
Oh, yes.
Okay. I'll step in.
Yep. You're going first. You are in a dark room. Wooden paneled floor.
I can see.
You can see. So black and white. Lots of crates and boxes. Some hammocks done up. Behind you is this kind of like steady hum. As you kind of like turn back, there is a faint blue glow coming from this ring of runes that's spinning. Brae, is it okay?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. Vroom, 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 as they all step through.
Nice.
As, jeez. You're back aboard the Opulence.
We need to get rid of this now.
Igmaral will start chipping away at it with her sword. It's causing some nasty little damage to the wood here, but it's better than not being able to dispel it.
Take it up.
She's like ripping chunks out?
Yeah.
Yeah. As she's
We
doing...
can fix it when we go to a town.
As she's doing that, you hear some creaks above you. Some, like, footsteps.
Just sounds like one?
Yeah.
Igmaral. And I'll like
moves in, yes.
You and I.
We're going up.
I'll nod to her.
Her blade's already out.
Quietly.
Yes.
And I'll sneak up.
Sure.
I'm guessing stealth. Ooh, 18, I think. I have 6.
Okay.
I
That's
have
a
1.
2 from Igmaral. Down
14.
to a 19. What's that?
14.
14. You make your way up to sort of the lounge chamber here. And there is a figure here who has not seen you. It is a drow, so like a dark elf. She's got like white hair, fairly short, a set of like coverings on her ears, like these little gold like antenna almost, goggles kind of like pushed down. On her back, she's got this strange kind of like brass apparatus. There are 4 like dragonfly wings, and then these 2 sort of like gold arms that come out under her arms. So she's got 4 of them.
Oh, weird.
But like all gold with like kind of like the brass like darker inlay, like all these like sheets, very fine. She's got like a quill in hand and a piece of paper here, and it's just like, it looks like she was taking notes, but like she stopped. She's definitely heard some like stuff down below.
As we're ripping up the floor.
Yes. As it's just Igmaral and you here. Igmaral sort of like has...
I don't recognize her.
No.
Does she have any sigils from the fleet on her?
No.
I'll walk out. And what are you doing on my ship?
Oh! As like throws like the quill and paper on the ground. Wings start beating really quickly, like zzz, as he starts to like kind of hover up. I'm just leaving.
Who are you?
This really not important. I'm not supposed to give names.
Who says?
Lady Valencia Summerwell.
Valencia sent you?
Yes, I was sent for some time ago. I'm in charge of renovating an airship.
That's our... Yes! Wonderful. We had some furniture lined up, but it fell through, so I'm so glad you're here. What was your name?
Again, I'm really not supposed to share.
Oh. Can I call you something?
Well, I'm just... You can call me the architect. I'm not like a Fey Lord or anything. It's just usually we don't... I don't know, maybe I'm superstitious.
Oh, that's fine. As Valencia sent you. Can I insight that Valencia sent you?
Yeah.
11.
She does not look capable of telling a lie.
Cool. Are you the only one on here?
Yes.
Wonderful. So slight problem. You cannot go to the Silk Fleet for anything.
Oh, I've never even been there.
Oh, wonderful.
Well, that's not true. I went to one of the ships from it before this. I'm something of what you would call an artificer.
Oh. You just make things out of thin air?
Well, sometimes, yes. Not thin air, more like metal. Mithril sometimes. I have a sister up in... Well, it doesn't matter.
Well, please, by all means, get to work. I didn't know she was sending someone. I thought we were going in somewhere. So this is lovely.
Oh, yes, I'm just surveying at the moment. It's all been mostly paid up by the Summerwell estate.
Oh, wonderful.
I do accept tips, but...
we'll see how good you do.
Yes, did you have something in mind for the direction of... And Mo kind of puts a hand on your shoulder. Brae, I don't know if this is the right time. Maybe once the sun's up and we've had some time to sleep.
That's a good point. Why don't you go with the structural stuff, and we really just want it to fit the ship to fit its name.
Opulence.
Yes.
Yes, I will see what I can do. I was told additional chambers or...
Yes, we need at least 3 or 4 more.
Right. I was told also... She kind of like has this like little canvas or like parchment sheet she's flipping through. Large events?
Yes, if possible.
Right. I'm not sure if how it'll work. We might have to rip up the hull if we're going to put barrels in like the ones that are suggested here.
Barrels?
For the wine.
Ah.
But I won't bother you if you're just... sorry, this is your ship.
We're just gonna need to rest. It's been a long day.
Right.
But yeah, please do as you see fit.
Yeah. Like a little fair, she's kind of buzzing around.
Cool. She's like a medium-sized creature.
Yeah.
I picture that. It's very funny.
She's a adult drow woman, so she just happens to have these kind of dragonfly wings.
We'll head back downstairs and continue to rip the floorboards until the whole circle's gone.
Yeah.
Beautiful. My friends, it's time to sleep. Please go and rest, and we'll figure things out in the morning.
Right.
Miria, if you could get the ship going. Just going.
Going, yes.
They're over tier? No. Where's the ship right now?
The ship is by Willowvale.
It's
the
close.
Silk Fleet is like, yeah.
Yeah, the Silk Fleet.
They're over tier.
They're over tier.
Yeah.
So that's east?
Yes. 24 days walking, which I think is much less flying.
We're gonna go northwest, kind of back up the continent.
Yeah, it's about 12 days flight.
Cool. Yeah, we'll start making our way the other way.
Yep. You have to the direct west is Maradim's Hollow. To the north is the Tironi Wilds and the Fairwood.
Oh, we have safe haven in the Fairwood, but I don't know where. Do I know anything of Maradim's Hollow?
A lot of elves there, much more so than Willowvale. It is it's the only city in Elvish Imperium control that humans are allowed to trade at. Anything past that, you get into Dragon Country, and then places like Quest End that were like notorious for killing non-elves who show up.
Noted.
Or I should say non-fae.
I guess I probably might a little bit.
You're half. So
I'm half elf.
Yeah.
Half elf, half celestial, all lich.
Yeah.
Is Maradim's Hollow like a little hole in the wall? And maybe it's better to hide in the wilds. Ladies, what do we think? To lay low for a little bit.
Vanessa's sort of like, well, I'm not very good at charming elves, and I'm really bad at charming satyrs.
Good to know. I probably am too then.
Yeah. But we can give it a shot. We have a lot to talk about, but I'm really tired.
Yeah, you guys, you go sleep. Can you just, Miria, get the ship going northwest?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, just for now.
Yep, she will kind of like claw her way to the top deck and like rotate the ship and make it go. As that's happening, Glimmer will kind of like crash on the couch. Igmaro will go to her chambers. There's no sign of the drow. She sort of like is like, cleaning up notes, and then seeing how many people are coming through, she kind of like.
But before you go, there's a little bit of the wood down there. It just there's some boards down there that need replacing. And as everyone's kind of going to sleep, can I start collecting it and just tossing it off the side of the ship?
Sure, he's like throwing it off.
Yeah, I'm gonna scorching ray as it goes, so it burns up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can incinerate it all more or less. Nice. Whatever chunks fall are more charcoal than anything else.
Sweet.
After that, it's probably about like 5:30ish in the morning, maybe a little later.
How many pieces of wood would you say there are? Or like chunks?
Fairly uncountable because there's splinters, like little pieces.
So it's 3 beams. How many scorching rays would I need to cast? Get it, like toss a handful and pew.
Yeah.
I can like fill a barrel with stuff and then roll it up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean you could do that. You could just incinerate one shot then to do it.
Okay, cool.
Right, like one firebolt will.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I have scorching ray.
Fair. So you and then you just kind of toss it off and it all kind of burns up as it's falling. Sweet. Yeah. With that, you can retire to your chambers if you'd like to have some short rests.
Yep.
Your party, if they're not going to be exhausted, does need to take 8 hours. Or at least
Yeah, we'll try for the full
8.
They only have to sleep for like 6, right? Ish.
Yeah, roughly.
Okay, cool. I'll as everything's done, I'll quickly go to Miria. Miria, if you can, just in the middle, just come adjust the course maybe a little bit to go to the wilds. I don't know if it's already going that way, but
yes, I can do that.
Can she do it as part of her long rest?
Yeah, it's light activity.
Correcting.
Yeah. Heading in the direction of Trony Wilds.
I think. I just want to go to the... Is there a town near... Nah. Yeah. We'll go into the wilds.
Yep. Heading north. So, your party will long rest until about noon. Getting there.
We're able to long rest?
Yes.
Cool. I'm just gonna do a little spell swappy swap.
A little short resting.
A little short resting.
Okay. As you find yourself in the morning, I believe you took a little bit more of a roundabout path because the temple that you started this adventure in is right on the border of the Fairwood.
Yeah.
But the Fairwood kind of is not a straight line. It kind of like wraps around. So you can reach it by like the end of by this time tomorrow.
Sweet.
So when the sun comes up, you are over grassy plains dotted with trees and farmland. You see the occasional villager down below who like points up in awe and confusion.
Yeah. If we're close to like a village, when everyone kind of is up and at 'em, I want to maybe dock in or around some trees.
Sure, you can set it down. It's around noon. There's less villages here and more just like small collections of houses. So nothing with like a cat and fiddle, if we're looking size-wise. But you kind of set down in some trees about like a couple 100 feet from the nearest little collection of houses.
Sorry, I'm doing... Well, I think I'll go to get a little girls group gathering.
Sure, all 5 of them?
Yeah. Well, my plan severely backfired. We do need to figure out how to get that ship and the inheritance. I do want to have a word with Lady Aramy. But...
Igmaril sort of... There is also the matter of avenging your aunt.
Oh, yes. The bard Marco. I've heard stories of him from my mother and her adventures. He was a good friend of hers. They traveled together. She healed him when he cut out his eye. But he is quite powerful. Probably almost as much so as my mother. Probably as much as my mother if she wasn't a goddess, which is still a lot.
Without a hint of irony, Igmaril will lean in.
Mm-hmm.
More powerful than you.
I believe so. I know he has access to spells I could only wish to cast.
Ornessa sort of... But if we charm him, I can just tell him to stop breathing or something.
Does that work?
So this kind of gives a shrug.
Well, he wouldn't be expecting it. Do you think we could take him now?
Sort of... I mean... I'm not gonna say no.
He's probably quite proficient at resisting charms.
Oh, well, if you say so.
In time. In time.
We also don't know where he is.
That's true. We can find him eventually. Oh, what to do now? This was just a tiny little village, so no taverns.
It's a couple houses. You're not sure if there's a tavern, really.
Should we make our way into town?
Okay, all of us?
Whoever wants to come. We should leave one person with the ship.
Miria sort of... I can stay here.
Do you mind?
Not at all.
Lovely. We'll make our way to a bigger city. Hopefully we can find some resources there that could help us communicate. And then we will head into town, the rest of us, or whoever wants to come.
Sure. That'll be the four of you there. There is no sign of the drow from last night. She kind of flew off after you all filed in. Took your note about the floorboards, wrote it down, and then dispersed.
I got all my spells back from Dimension Dooring.
Well, as you are walking into town, there are several villagers. Really have that unwashed peasant look to them, kind of gawking at you,
What race? Elves, humans, satyrs?
It's mostly human in this little collection here. Maybe 5 or 10 of them. There are a few wood elves, and there is a grizzled looking satyr, kind of watching
Is there by chance a tavern around? We're just passing through and...
Kind of all eyes go to the airship, to any one of the four of you. There's a brewery.
Could you... Do they serve what they brew, or do they just brew it?
Well, we mostly ship things south to Willowvale for the festival. But you're welcome to have some if there's any extra.
Is it the festival that we just participated in?
Probably, yeah.
Well, you're looking at the winner of that festival.
Oh, kind of takes his hat off. Well, I congratulate you, and you are very worthy of winning a competition like that. But please, yeah, it's just in there. He like points to one of the buildings.
Wonderful.
A little barrel over the door.
Nice. I'll make my way. We'll make our way over. And I would like to carouse to the best of my abilities in this small town. Just drink away the...
From noon onwards?
Yeah. Just trying to have some merriment.
Yeah. Okay. Roll me a D100 plus your level.
81, 90 something. So, legendary carousal.
Hang on.
It'd be 93, 81, 92. No. 81, 92.
Pardon me
I want to try and get the locals in and having a good time.
Fear not, that is going to happen.
Did you make a table?
I do have a table for Brae, but we can't use it just yet. Here we go. So, you rolled very high.
Yeah.
That's not right, is it? Oh, it is. Wow. You earn 170 gold.
Nice.
For carousing here. That takes the form of drinking, partying it up.
Lovely. Some gambling.
Some gambling. You kind of destroy it a little bit. Like, it's like, this town's economy is now in your wallet. 170 gold is more than these houses contained. So you're pulling in from, like, other places.
No! But nice.
Yep.
Brae's loving it.
Yep. Ornessa is not loving it so much.
Uh-oh.
In fact, she is loving it so little, I will see what she gets a bonus to. I'm going to say she adds her challenge rating, which is just enough to keep her in the bottom tier, which is she is jailed for 1d4 days.
Oh.
For 3 days as a local guard during this event, kind of like shoves her into a jail after she gets a little open about her fiendish nature. Will she be in there for 3 days?
No.
Unlikely. 3 minutes, maybe. Yeah. But you're aware that she's been taken to prison. Oh no, Brae. Big strong man's taking me to prison.
Have fun.
I will. As she's kind of like dragged from one house to the next one. Kind of thing. Igmarel does not carouse.
Fair.
Glimmer needs to roll a d20.
Oh.
I get to pick a character for Glimmer.
Uh-oh. Is it the romance?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
She's caught up in a whirlwind romance.
But her husband?
Yes. However, we'll say it's just with one of the farm folk. It ends amicably at the conclusion of this. It is not ongoing.
Nice.
She rolled a 10, so it's right on the line.
Right on the line.
But
oh,
no,
he ain't coming with us.
No, that's... No. I should. As Miria just kind of like watches this all play out. This will take you into the next evening. As I fall back in my chair. Because this is like... You start at like noon.
Yeah.
So it probably goes into like the evening, this party.
That's fine.
As... you eventually kind of like... We jump cut to... Yeah, you feel pretty satisfied with what's going on here.
Beautiful.
You wake up, you've got like the whole like charmed crowd kind of around you, just, like, holding you up.
I love it.
As you have a big bag of gold kind of deposited at your feet.
Into my gold pouch.
Yep. As Ornessa kind of like walks out, she's got a little like chain around her wrist.
Like a shackle?
Yeah.
I didn't take my interdimensional shackles back.
Nope. First thing I noted.
Yeah. I gotta take them out of my inventory.
She kind of like walks on out. Igmarel kind of just like breaks it, throws it aside.
Nice.
Okay. I was chained to someone.
Someone?
Yep, one of the guards. They said, I have to be under control and not do anything.
Oh, don't they know girls just want to have fun?
Right? Well, we should do a proper one of these when we get in the city. She kind of like casually goes and kisses someone who drains them. Yeah.
One for me?
Okay. She'll go and plant a kiss on your cheek.
No, like...
Oh, you get your phylactery out.
Yeah,
She'll
yeah.
kind of almost like, as you begins to go and you feel that like rush as you receive another soul. Is the soul screaming in pain within you? Yeah, but like it feels nice. As Ornessa sort of well,
I'll gather my girls and we'll head out.
Sure.
Keep going north.
Ornessa will I mean, she's not really being restrained, so there's not a lot of the town left on the way out.
Yeah.
Kind of like round by round. As Miria sort of... Did it go okay? Did you get directions, or...?
No, we'll just keep going north until
Okay.
we hit a bigger town. I think Whitehorn is next?
It would be Wellington is up north. You have to go around kind of the Fairwood.
Yeah.
We go Wellington and Whitehorn are actually pretty close to the same.
Okay.
We'll
go to Wellington.
Yeah.
Because Whitehorn's mostly gnomes?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go to Wellington.
Whitehorn is also completely devoid of any life right now, as of Curse of Knackle.
Oh, it's Barovia.
Yeah.
It's
being
Barovia.
The province from within, yes. So you are heading up towards Wellington.
Oh, do we go back to Barovia? No. Head to the Amber Temple.
As you consider that, right now you are heading north.
Yeah.
Which would take you into the Fairwood and up towards the Trony Wilds, because you're about here.
Wellington's like
Wellington's
tucking back in. Where's
further.
Tyr?
Would be here.
Oh, Vizsla.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, we'll just keep going north towards Wellington.
Sure. During this time, you're going to receive several sendings from your dear mother, telling you to come home.
In what kind of tone?
Oh, a whole bunch. There's the caring, quiet, like, Brae, you need to come home. And then, depending on your responses, it will change. But are you responding to these?
After a few days, how many days will it take to get up to there?
To Wellington?
Yeah.
Here, by the evening, 3... midway through the 4th day.
I'm not going to answer for the first day, for sure.
Okay. Then it gets a little bit more aggravated.
Do we have all of these days to just chill?
No.
Okay. We should... Unless taken away, Brae will just be short resting.
Sure. You get about a day in of this.
So do I have a day's worth of short rests?
Yes.
Like 24 hours worth?
Ooh, are you doing anything else during it? Actually, you can continue to
I'll do an hour of Infernal.
You can do that as part of a short rest.
Oh!
Yeah.
Sweet.
So I'll say, yeah, you have a day's worth of short rest.
Where's... I don't remember where I put that.
During...
I have a day's worth of... So 3 of 250.
Yes. During this full 24-hour period.
I'm just going to put that in here.
Okay. During this period, Ornessa essentially constantly trying to make little passes at you.
And I'll just tell everyone on the ship that if anyone is contacted to just ignore it.
Glimmer definitely is not getting contacted. Myria does not get contacted, nor does Igmoral. Nice. Nor does Vanessa. It's just you. Yeah.
But she can't pull us back. Which I'm sure she noted.
Yep. various things are taking place. However, Lyra does have a means of pulling you back.
Gate,
which has no save and can be only blocked by a deity, which she begins to threaten to do on this second day. Sort of, Brae, if you don't come back or respond, I'm going to gate you to me. I know you're alive.
Can I get to town and get an amulet of non-detection? Probably midway through the second day, she would just respond, you lied.
Okay.
I give you full reign to play liar however you want.
There is no response to that.
I'll send to her. If you gate me, I will never forgive you.
Okay. Your mother does not gate you. However, on the second day of your voyage...
How many more short rests do we get?
This is your 24 hours.
Okay, this is just 24.
Yeah.
Okay.
You are now midway through, maybe evening of the second day, because your short rests start after your carousing is done. There is, or there are, in the evening light, some airships sighted on the horizon. Miria spots them.
They sent the fast ones. How many?
There are two, side by side.
Two side by side.
Miria lowers the ship just above tree line and informs you and Igmarel. Should we sit down for the evening? I mean, we could still fly in the evening with no lights, but I'm worried they might.
We shouldn't sit down. If they're after us, we need to keep going.
Right.
Let them come onto my airship. If they catch us, they'll regret it.
All right. She will kind of...
Later!
Yeah. As she will
keep
ascend and go.
Yeah.
Keeping further from the tree line, obviously, because you want to clip one of those.
Yeah.
The winds are favorable tonight, though it is beginning to rain a little bit. What day is it today? I believe it's December 9th. Yes. So the 9th of Relon. 2 days since Valencia's passing.
How many more hours?
Hang on. I get to roll some checks.
Okay.
Not quite. These ships will break away after about an hour. So if you'd like to get an hour in.
Okay.
As you begin to hear bickering downstairs.
I'll head down.
It is... Miria has gone down for a little bit, but now she is in an argument with Igmarel.
Hello?
They kind of break it off and look up to you. My lady?
Oh, what's happening?
We were just discussing our next course of action.
And why were you arguing?
There seems to be a lack of understanding, she kind of looks at Miria, of your will. Mary sort of, I just think that we should have a plan as to what we're doing. I'm not sure where we're going or what
the
plan is.
I'm still working on that, to be honest.
Are we going to try and bring Valencia back or get this Marco character or...
Would I know how it works if you're brought back, if your factory is destroyed and you're brought back?
Make an Arcana check.
Can I guidance?
Yeah, you can guidance.
7.
7.
Maybe 8, but...
You know how your dark gift works,
Mm-hmm.
and you know how your phylactery works.
Yeah.
Besides that.
Yeah. I'm gonna see about bringing Valencia back. But we have some things to deal with first. One being, are the ships still behind us, or they've...
No. After about an hour, they kind of drifted. They hadn't really made sight of you.
Oh, they didn't see us?
No.
Oh, okay. I say we still continue to head to Wellington. I don't think those ships saw us if they backed off. And we'll gather some supplies and hopefully find some magical wares there.
And we can carouse for real.
We can carouse for real.
Brae, we could make a temple for you there. I don't want to promise anything, but I party really hard.
Can you party your way to a temple?
I've done it before. That's how you met me.
Oh my gosh, I didn't. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I like to be worshipped.
And if there's a temple to Lyra, we can burn it down.
I love how you think.
His big smile.
Yes, most of her temples are made of very flammable materials.
Lovely. As Miria sort of, besides that, the plan would be to, we're going up there, and we're getting magic items.
If they have any, I'd like a way to contact you while you're on, if someone's on the ship and we're out, I would love a way to contact without the charming.
Yes, I see.
Or my mother has these bags that can fit many, many things. I would like one of those.
Right. I felt I should inform you, by the way, I have been contacted, and I didn't respond.
Bye.
I believe it was that drow woman.
Oh.
She's in Willowvale.
Ah. We left her there.
Yeah, she was going to spend the night, and she was just wondering where we were. I didn't respond.
Oh. I'll send her. Because I met her, I can send her,
Yes.
right? Hi. Dragonfly lady. Sorry about things. Didn't realize you weren't on the ship. We are currently on our way to Wellington. Can you get there?
My lady? No. I'm a Fey contractor. We'll see what I can do.
Send again. Thank you. Thank you. Maybe, or if you cannot get here soonish, we can work out a refund.
There's no response. No refunds. That goes by. And as it's been 24 hours, we are in the evening of...
It's been 25 hours, actually.
Is it?
I don't know, you said it was one more since 24.
Oh, yes, right. So we are in, evening 9 p.m.-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else you'd like to do before we call it tonight?
I want to do another infernal lesson.
Sure.
For today.
Yeah.
Then cry because I frickin' messed the one thing up that I had to do.
Yeah. As you are...
I'll send the crew to bed, or the girls to bed. And I'll just kind of I won't go to my chambers tonight. I'll kind of maybe get Igmerald to drag up a comfy chair from my room, and I'll kind of take a perch, just a lounge by the helm.
Okay.
And keep an eye out.
Sure.
Because I can see really far.
Yeah. As the night goes on, you are peppered with sendings. Not from your mother anymore. There's one from Sorelia.
What does she say?
Brae, please come home. I don't know what came over you. But we're a family. We really are. And we can work something out. I know you're hurting and...
It's more than 25 words.
Is that what
I probably.
Resends. She's sending through, like, scrolls, so she's kind of like...
Burning them.
But we're here for you. Other similar ones come in from Uventa, but...
I'll respond to Sorelia
Mm-hmm.
After she does her whole ramble and say, I want no forgiveness. I made a mistake. It won't happen again.
I see. You receive similar sendings from, Uventa.
I'll apologize to Uventa and say, were it not for your loyalty, I would hope we could have stuck together maybe in another time.
Make a persuasion check.
24.
Not quite.
Maybe in another time. I'm sorry you were caught up in this.
And then the only other two you receive are from Enon.
What does Enon say?
You received a letter. I did as well. Hope you're all right.
I'll send back. I hope you are one that I can trust, and we can find a way to bring her back without Mom. That lying piece of.
Finally, there's one last sending you receive. Brae, where are you? It's Victor. Need to know, but cool if you don't want to tell me.
Victor, I apologize. I was going to find you in the morning before the shit hit the fan, but circumstances changed and I had to recast sending. Flee. Please, if you would like, there is a school in Verstuhl, the Crooked House. I will contact them and let them know you are coming. Sending should really scale. I will try and arrange payments, but that is where I was going to try and send you to learn and grow in your skills, if you would like.
Make me a history check.
13.
13. I mean, yeah, you probably know, after all this, and 2 days out, that, Victor could just cast Teleportation Circle.
Oh.
That's how you found him.
Oh, yeah. No, but he couldn't cast it.
He could, but he couldn't use it to get out of Barovia.
Oh. But our teleportation circle is destroyed.
Yeah.
So he can't.
So he can't get to you.
Yeah.
As sort of, I won't go specific words, but he responds, he would like that, but not as much as he would like to see you.
Love it.
However, as around 9 p.m. rolls around.
Can I send to Boyle?
Yeah.
Hello. It's the girl you met earlier for the circle. It's 10. I have a friend named Victor who may be coming to see you if you
Yeah.
would like to, if you could, give him room in your school. I would compensate for it in due time.
Oh, yes. We can figure something out. If he comes in your name, you're Valandon Torley. That's
He
great.
doesn't know who I was.
Oh, he doesn't know who you were?
No.
Ooh.
Because I was disguised.
Yes.
And, yeah.
If he comes in your name or something, that's fine.
Yeah.
As, with that, unless you have anything else to do this evening, we will end the session there.
Cool. Is that 25 hours? Or is it more than that now?
Not an additional, so it's 25
No, it's 25 total.
Yeah, from the castle.
Nice.
But with that, new directions.
I have a lot of spells to get on there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Points.
Yes. With that, yeah, we'll call it there. I was debating something, but no, it's fine.
No, do it.
Nah,
Do it. We have so much time.
next time.
Daniel.